Another gateway into the Scots language is one that's a national obsession for many of us in Northern Ireland and Scotland: Fitba. One of the best places to hear the local Dundonian dialect of Scots being spoken is on the terraces of its two local football sides, Dundee United and Dundee FC. I'm on my way to meet two men behind a local football podcast that's been celebrated for its use of Scots.
It's no a conscious effort to throw in the odd Scots word or speak Scots or throw in a wee bit Dundonian. It's just us.
When we've always said the podcast is just us two speaking about what we'd be speaking about in the pub after it, or the heggy after it, or the day after when you meet up with your mates. That's all we've done, and we're proud to be for Dundee. We're not trying to be anything we're no, you know.
Hello and welcome. I've been enjoying some stay-at-home Scrandisliga while he had to bring his own pieces to the match. I would probably like summer football, but see if you did get summer
He's
football.
not quite got a bum knee, he's got a sore knee, and he'll be back by New Year.
In 2020, Paul and Ronnie shared the award for Scots Media Person of the Year at the Scots Language Awards.
To get that kind of recognition was quite cool as well, that we shouldn't be embarrassed either about our language or where we're fair or anything.
Aye. See, at HAME there is still for us a whole lot of cultural cringe. Didn't talk like that, that's no rick, that's bad English, you know, all that, old clever. But you folk didn't care about that, and you're making it cool again, and it's just a delight to see it happening.
Yeah, we absolutely don't care about that. When I was at school, you were kind of told to speak proper English, you know. It was kind of frowned upon if you were using words like headed, rather than, you know, that boy headed me in the playground today, Mr. So-and-so. No, it's headed, and that's no headed. He headed us. So, like, it's now normal.
What you're doing, and just recognising that kind of linguistic environment that you're in, is something that we need to do at HAME on our side of the water.
Yeah, I think we've always, you know, living and growing up in Dundee all my life, we just seem to take words and whether we're lazy, we just shorten them. You know, yes becomes eh. You know what I mean? I'm not even sure how to spell it really, but, you know, it's just the way we've always been. That side of Dundonian's never been lost on people.
Well, it is an honour to be at the world-famous TANNADICE.
100%, 100%. One of the things I like about TANNADICE is it's named after tiny Angus village. So when I was growing up...
Broadcaster Alistair Heather is another big fan of United and a champion of the Scots language.
Supporters' buses go for...
Scots has been the language of our greatest literature, but it's had to throw decades of opposition and neglect. But now, I hear a sense of Scots speakers all over the country reasserting themselves.
I feel there's been a bit of cultural change. The same cultural shift that guided us at Parliament has guided us a greater confidence in Gaelic, in Scots, within literature. There's been a real rise in interest in Scottish literature, and there's more interest in, Scottish-produced media. I think Scots language is just, one of the boats that's on this rising tide of confidence in ourselves.
Aye. Well, seeing that momentum that's happening here now around Scots language is a huge encouragement to us on our side of the water.
There's a couple of things about that. First of all, we need yous. As much as we can provide energy and all that, yous let us ken that it's something bigger. There's a wee bit about, why would you want to speak like just the folk in your village? Because all you can do with Scots is speak to the audience down the close. Yous speaking out of the shoe, somewhere else, saying things that are dead different to us. Here in folk in Ulster, we totally different views of the world, but using our same language, it'll help broaden the whole thing out.
Well, the digital world has definitely helped that sense of kith and kin. What are your hopes for the future?
The thing that I really want to see happen is already in Scotland, we hear like the National Theatre of Scotland does loads of good plays in Scots. You hear your likes sort of Iona Fife and these great Scots performers and all these folk kind of producing poetry and sang and theatre and all this smashing culture. And the tours about Scotland in the end. Ulster currently isn't part of that intellectual relationship, cultural relationship. I'd love to see some place like the Linen Hall in Belfast or some venue in Ireland just join part of this cultural crescent where we can go and perform over there, but then young Ulster folk can say, here, ken this, if I go and write an Ulster Scots play, I didn't just get to play it in my own village, I can go and tour the Hayley Scotland. Receptive venues, Scots-speaking audiences, make some money, make a bit of name for myself, and all join together to tell new stories. But it's that thing of like, I would say Ulster Scots is more similar to my own Scots, like Angus Scots, than Shetlandic would be.
Aye.
Like, there's no reason for it not to be part of the family. And now we can speak to each other through social media and through kind of like that fragmented media landscape. We're building it. We're building it now, and that is the future.
God called us here to work with children at the time, but then in 2000 we started street chaplains here, and we thought, right, let's go out and try and help these young people on the streets on a Saturday.